What an absolutely wild week it's been in the world of tech and business. If you thought you'd seen it all, think again. Elon Musk just had a moment that's going to be replayed in highlight reels for years to come. Picture this. The man himself, on stage, busting out some dance moves with a robot. Yes, you heard that right. It wasn't just any robot either. It was Tesla's own Optimus humanoid robot. And the occasion? Oh, just the small matter of Tesla shareholders giving the green light to his jaw-dropping $56 billion pay package. This whole scene unfolded at Tesla's annual shareholder meeting in Austin, Texas, and it was pure spectacle. Elon, clearly in high spirits, did a little celebratory jig, a sort of shuffle and arm wave, right alongside the sleek, futuristic Optimus. It was a moment that perfectly encapsulated the almost surreal reality of Elon Musk's world. One minute he's tweeting about Mars, the next he's revolutionizing the auto industry, and then he's dancing with a robot to celebrate a pay deal that's larger than the GDP of some countries. So, let's break down what actually happened and why this is such a monumental deal. This pay package isn't new. It was originally approved back in 2018. It was an incredibly ambitious all-or-nothing compensation plan based on Tesla hitting some ridiculously audacious market capitalization and operational milestones. At the time, many critics called it impossible. They said Tesla would never reach those targets. But, well, this is Elon Musk we're talking about. Against all odds, Tesla's value skyrocketed, and he met every single target. But then came a legal hurdle. Earlier this year, a Delaware judge voided the package, calling the amount unfathomable, and ruling that the approval process was deeply flawed. It was a massive blow, and for a moment, it seemed like the largest executive pay deal in corporate history was dead in the water. This is where things get interesting. Instead of just accepting the ruling, Tesla took a bold and unprecedented step. They decided to put the same exact pay package up for another vote with shareholders. It was a massive gamble. Essentially, they were asking their investors, do you believe in Elon's leadership enough to approve this again, even after a court struck it down? The lead-up to this vote was intense. Tesla launched a full-on campaign to win over shareholders. They had a website called Vote Tesla, featuring testimonials from investors and pleas to support the proposal. Elon himself was incredibly active on his platform, X, arguing that this compensation was crucial for keeping him focused and motivated on Tesla. He even hinted that without it, his attention might drift more towards his other ventures like SpaceX and XAI. It was a high-stakes game of corporate chess, and the entire business world was watching. The big question was, would shareholders back him a second time? There was a lot of debate. Some major institutional investors, like CalPERS, the California Public Employees Retirement System, announced they would vote against it, citing its excessive size. But on the other side, many retail investors, who make up a surprisingly large chunk of Tesla's shareholder base, are fiercely loyal to Elon. They see him not just as a CEO, but as a visionary leader who has made them a lot of money. They credit him directly for Tesla's astronomical success. And so, we come back to the meeting in Austin. The atmosphere was electric. When the results were announced, and it was confirmed that shareholders had indeed reapproved the package, the room erupted. The victory was a powerful statement. It was a massive vote of confidence in Elon Musk, a sign that the people who own the company believe he is worth every single penny of that $56 billion deal. The dance with the Optimus robot was the cherry on top. It was more than just a quirky celebration. It was symbolic. Here was the leader of a company pushing the boundaries of technology, celebrating his financial victory with a creation that represents the company's future. Optimus isn't just a side project. It's a key part of Musk's vision for Tesla to become more than just a car company. He envisions a future where these humanoid robots are doing everything from factory work to household chores, potentially becoming a bigger business for Tesla than their electric vehicles. So, dancing with Optimus was like dancing with the future of the company. Now, what does this approval actually mean going forward? Legally, it's still a bit complicated. The shareholder vote doesn't automatically reverse the Delaware judge's decision. However, it gives Tesla's legal team a powerful new argument. They can now go back to court and say, look, the shareholders have spoken, not once, but twice. This is what the owners of the company want. It's a move designed to show that the initial concerns about a flawed process have been addressed by a clear, democratic mandate from the investors themselves. Legal experts are divided on how the court will react, but it certainly strengthens Tesla's position significantly. Another major development from the meeting was the approval to move Tesla's corporate home from Delaware to Texas. This is a direct consequence of the legal battle. Musk has been openly critical of the Delaware court system since the ruling, and this move is a clear statement of his displeasure. Shifting the company's legal incorporation to Texas, where its physical headquarters are already located, is a strategic move to find a more favorable legal environment for his leadership and the company's future decisions. This could have long-lasting implications, not just for Tesla, but for corporate America, as other companies might watch to see if it becomes a trend to leave Delaware, which has long been the preferred state for incorporation. Beyond the legal and financial drama, the event was a masterclass in Musk's showmanship. He didn't just announce the results, he put on a show. He spent a significant amount of time outlining his future vision for Tesla. He talked about the master plan, including new, more affordable vehicle models, the progress of the Cybertruck production, and, of course, the future of Optimus. He claimed that one day, there could be billions of humanoid robots, and that Tesla is in the best position to make them. He even projected that Optimus could lead Tesla to a market capitalization of $25 trillion. That's trillion with a T. An absolutely mind-boggling number that is hard to even comprehend. He also teased some upcoming products, hinting at 3 new vehicles under wraps. He showed a slide with 3 covered cars, sparking a frenzy of speculation online. One is likely the long-awaited robotaxi, another might be a commercial van. But the third remains a complete mystery. This is classic Elon. Always keeping the audience guessing. Always dangling the next big thing just out of reach to keep the excitement and the stock price up. His presentation was filled with optimism and grand promises. He spoke about a future powered by sustainable energy, dominated by autonomous vehicles, and assisted by humanoid robots. It's a vision that has captivated millions and is the core reason for his dedicated following. For his supporters, this meeting wasn't just about a pay package. It was a reaffirmation of their belief in that future, and the man they trust to deliver it. Of course, the critics remain. They argue that no CEO is worth $56 billion, regardless of the company's success. They point to the fact that this amount is more than what many entire companies are worth. They raise concerns about corporate governance and the immense power concentrated in one individual. The debate over whether this level of executive compensation is ethical or even good for the company in the long run will certainly continue. It brings up fundamental questions about value, leadership, and what is fair in the world of modern capitalism. But for one night in Austin, those criticisms were drowned out by the cheers of loyal shareholders. For them, it was simple. Elon delivered, and he deserved his reward. The vote was their way of ensuring he stays motivated and focused on leading Tesla to even greater heights. And as Elon Musk did his celebratory shuffle with the Optimus robot, it felt like a scene from a science fiction movie. The billionaire visionary, having secured his astronomical fortune, dancing with his robotic creation, on the verge of moving his corporate empire to a new state. It was a perfect snapshot of this unique moment in history, where technology, finance, and personality have combined to create a story that is truly stranger than fiction. It was a reminder that in the world of Elon Musk, you should always expect the unexpected. The drama is far from over, and we'll all be watching to see what he and his robot friend do next. What do you think about this whole situation? Is the pay package justified, or is it completely outrageous? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This is one of the most fascinating business stories of our time, and I'd love to hear your take on it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more content on the biggest stories in tech and business. We'll see you in the next one.